So if we look at it, and I made the joke in the beginning about being told what to do, you also mentioned a lot of the positives, right? Because there are a substantial amount of positives for being a part of an association. And one of the things that automatically comes to my mind is beautification and upkeep. Right? Because at the end of the day, we all want our property values to stay up, right? So from an economic perspective, we all want to live in an area that we feel safe in, that we enjoy being a part of. And that, to me, seems to be one of the greatest positives of living in an association. Give me a rundown. What would you say the top 3 to 5 positives are of living in an association governed neighborhood?
Big question. And keep in mind, there are at least 3, there are actually 4, but there are 3 main types of community association products in North Carolina. You can have a homeowners association, and that's single family homes normally. You can have a condominium association. Condominiums can either be buildings or they can be side by side, where you basically just own the interior of your unit, and then someone else is responsible for everything outside the unit. And then you have townhomes. Townhomes can be up and down. Usually they're side by side, obviously. But in a townhome, you own all of the land down into the ground, and you own your roof. But then you have a contract with the association that they'll take care of the exterior. So depending on what level of maintenance and money you want to spend on your property, you might have reached a point in your life where you don't want to have to deal with a yard anymore. So you might decide one of these other products is something that you would want to do. So in terms of the things people are looking for, a lot want what they might say maintenance free. There is no maintenance free, but there's probably maintenance less, which means I would not be mowing my yard and raking leaves this time of year. Instead, an association might be taking care of that. On the other hand, you can also get amenities that you could not afford individually. But once you congregate everybody, if you have 1,000 members of your association, you're probably going to end up things like landscape maintenance. You might well have a clubhouse. You might well have a pool. You might have a golf course. You might have none of those because, again, associations vary widely from lots of amenities to very few. And, of course, that affects the cost of the association as well.